back to the program. Now let's bring you some of our stories in brief. We begin with the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. He has been praying for Nigerians at a Thanksgiving service to mark his re-election victory at the 2019 general elections. As an interdenominational service in Ikenne, Ogun State, Professor Osinbajo is accompanied by his wife, the governors of Lagos and Oyo, former governor of Osun State, governor-elect of Ogun State, and Senator Godswill Akpabio, among others, prayed for Nigerians to experience promotion, just as he says he has been promoted by God. And the People's Democratic Party has won 4 out of 5 local governments where supplementary elections held on Saturday for the Imo State House of Assembly. In Ikeduru State constituency, Mr. Uche Ogbuagu of the People's Democratic Party was declared winner of the election, having polled a total of 18,791 to beat his closest rival, the APC candidate, who polled a total of 4,042. In Olu State, Pascal Okoli of the PDP was declared winner of the election, having scored 8,677 votes to beat his closest rival, Mr. Kichuku Kafo of the AA, who scored 7,768. While in Ngokpala State constituency, Okereke Tochi of the PDP was declared winner of the election, having polled 11,500 votes to beat his closest rivals, Mr. Guobinna, the AA, who scored about 7,557. The 2019 elections might have been won and lost, but some people are still counting their losses. One of such is the story of the returning officer at Boko, Professor Comfort Tulian. She was reportedly shot during the elections, and she speaks from the hospital where she's receiving treatment.
Well, I finished doing the collation result for the governorship and was returning back to Makurdi. Then this accident happened before Makurdi, and I was rushed down to a hospital for treatment. And I'm still alive because major and prompt actions were taken under emergency to save my life. Here I am talking to you. Well, I was sandwiched between the security and the EO. So being in the night, I can't precisely say what really happened, but we're actually speeding, but I can't say whether he ran away from combat or anything like that.
As Professor Comfort Chule, the Boko returning officer, is also a lecturer at the Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi, talking about her ordeal. But let's talk to our correspondent from Makurdi, Pius Angbo. He joins us with an update. Pius, good to see you. Pray tell, how have your authorities assessed the supplementary elections? And we know you also spoke to the professor.
Well, thank you, Millicent. The elections, governorship elections in Benue State have come and gone. A winner has been declared. The governor was re-elected into office for a second term. And the APC governorship candidate yesterday, while talking to us, Mr. Emmanuel Jime, says that he will be heading to the tribunal to challenge the outcome of the election because he feels there were certain irregularities that were accommodated by INEC, and he feels the tribunal can give him justice. However, Professor Tuluem Comfort Doshima, the returning officer from Boko local government, who was shot on her way returning results to Makurdi Collation Center, is recovering fine. Yeah, we spoke with her today at her hospital bed, and she said she's fine. She's been under good medical care by the team of doctors who've been managing her health since Saturday. And so we expect that she's doing very well. In Makurdi, the state capital, everybody seems to have returned back to their normal schedule as businesses have opened, transportation is on, everybody is living their life like they should be.
All right, Pius, we'd like to thank you for that. We know we'll be talking to you with regards to more coming in from Benue and the consolidation of activities there with the elections. But let's join our guest who is with us. Anya Okeke is a program manager, Civil Society, Legislative and Advocacy Center, CISLAC. We'd like to thank you so much for joining us on the program and ask your observation of the supplementary elections that took place in some of the states in Nigeria on Saturday. What your overall experience was?
I think by and large we can say in terms of scoring that the supplementary elections have went well, except probably for places like Kanu, where there was outright violence and which was reported, and I think yes, results have been announced, but the loss of life and the destruction of property that took place there is something that needs to be further interrogated.
Also reports of late arrival of voting materials and also officials to some centers, although perhaps maybe not widespread. But we hear that in Sokoto there were reports of vote buying, and a figure was given, almost 15,000 naira.
The issue of vote buying, I think, is something that we need to address after this 2019 election, as we move on to either even offshore elections that are coming up. The issue of vote buying is something that needs to be critically looked at. It is done by almost all the political parties, especially the big ones, and nothing has shown that our security agencies are top on the game to deal with this. It is really not something that just INEC should be left alone to deal with, but I think the security agencies must come out and deal with this, because they are saddled with issues of protection of life and issues of dictating criminals. So until we begin to see some aspect of result from the security agencies in terms of dealing with vote buying, it may be something that we have to still contend with, even in future elections.
And
not
that was
just
exactly
in Sokoto, but in every other part of the country.
Quite true. That was where my next question was going to, if security agencies are really up to the task, because they did say they were prepared for it, but we also saw what occurred in some of these cases. But, you know, as an observer, civil society, legislative advocacy, how much more are you going to be doing to ensure that all of these doesn't occur in future elections in Nigeria?
I think it's to continue to do what we have been doing in terms of observing because actually our job as CSOs is to observe. We are not part of the election monitors, which like security agencies and INEC are. Our is to observe and recommendations on any of those saddled with issues of electioneering should look into and make those proposals to them. It is now left for them to actually go to the nitty-gritty of it to deal with such things. Some of them are issues of amendment of the Electoral Act, which I think we should bring that up again, and for the president to look at it, and also for us to look at the review of some of the things that happen, make recommendations, and see how far we can improve on our laws, improve on the guidelines that govern our elections, and even also to continue to urge the security to improve on their ability to secure Nigerians and also to secure the electoral process.
We'd like to thank you so much, Mr. KK, for joining us on the program. Some of these issues we will be taking a look at in coming days. That's it on the program. Join the discussions at Channel CV #Lunchtime Politics. I'm Millicent Walker. Many thanks for watching.